This question comes from Alex, who asks, what if all the oceans turned into Coca-Cola? Now let's be clear from the start. This is not a refreshing scenario. It is a sticky, syrupy, caffeinated apocalypse. A hand-drawn sketch on aged, yellowed paper with a subtle paper texture. The scene shows a stick figure standing on a coastline, looking out at an ocean that is drawn with wavy, dark brown lines. A giant question mark is scribbled above the stick figure's head. The entire drawing has a hasty, pencil sketch style with soft shadows and a slightly rough, crinkled paper background. The moment it happens, the first thing you'd notice is the smell. The entire planet would be enveloped in a sweet, cloying aroma, which sounds nice for about 5 minutes until you realize it's attracting every insect on the planet to the coastlines. A hand-drawn illustration on a textured vintage paper background. The scene depicts a simplistic coastline with a few sketched palm trees. Swarms of flies and ants, drawn as simple scribbles and dots, are converging towards the brown cola ocean. Wavy lines rise from the ocean to indicate smell, with tiny stars and hearts drawn inside them to symbolize the initial perceived sweetness. The art style is loose and sketchy, using a pencil-like line work on a slightly stained paper. Ships would sit a little higher in the cola. Good for them, I suppose. But the boiling point of this new oceanic substance is now different due to the sugar content. This would drastically alter global weather patterns. Evaporation would become a messy process. Instead of pure water vapor, you'd get a thick sugary syrup boiling off, creating what scientists would call caramel cumulonimbus clouds. Precipitation would no longer be rain, it would be a warm, sticky brown drizzle, a two-panel sketch on a single sheet of old crinkled paper. The top panel shows a simple sailing ship, floating unusually high on dark wavy lines representing the Kola Ocean. The bottom panel shows a sad stick figure caught under a dark cloud. Instead of rain, the cloud is dropping thick, brown, sticky droplets that are coating the stick figure and the ground. The drawing style is reminiscent of a notebook doodle, with soft graphite shading and a visible paper grain. Now, the marine life. This is the shortest and most tragic chapter in our story. Within hours, the entire ocean ecosystem would collapse. Every fish, every whale, every microscopic plankton would die. The combination of carbonation, acidity, and a complete lack of oxygen in the water would cause a mass extinction event unparalleled in Earth's history. A poignant hand-drawn sketch on yellowed paper. In a dark brown sea, simple outlines of a fish, a whale, and a jellyfish are drawn upside down with X's for eyes. Bubbles labeled CO2 in a scribbly font rise around them. The style is deliberately simple and childlike, evoking a sense of tragedy, drawn with a soft pencil on textured paper to enhance the somber mood. But the true long-term threat is the Great Clog. As the cola evaporates, the sugar doesn't. It would remain behind, concentrating and eventually begin to crystallize. First along the coast, then in the deeper, colder parts of the ocean. We are talking